Hi ninjas, how are you guys doing? It's your girl Owamie, aka Miss Fair Focal, bringing back for our entertainment. If ever some journey me almost definitely welcome. Please do make sure that you subscribe and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love you, and do not forget to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. It's at boldly Owamie. Now today, my ninjas, we're gonna be talking about Battle of the Witchcraft Gang. Shibabamke. It's Gogo Maweni versus this one Gogo Skhotheni. It's just I'ma go ahead and just say, you know what, Gogo Maweni is 1, Gogo Skhotheni is 2. So this 1 and 2 are basically beefing at this point. I don't know what 2 did, but I saw this clip of 1 doing this.
Who is she now? Who is she? Why must I bewitch her? What is so strong about her that I must bewitch her? Anganya manje. She's gonna hide behind her alive. Give me a dress. Me, I'll go ask you. I'll put her on alive and ask her, Anganya, be with me. I didn't respond because whatever she was doing is beneath me. It's beneath me. I'm too old for that shit. I'm too old. I'm old. Number 1, she's selling lies. Polyandry, I'm a sip. I want a polyandry mole. Just because you want fame, you want to be famous on TV, you must think of stupid things to say. Belittle your fucking husband. Don't talk shit. She can fuck off. I tried to bewitch her because she's a millionaire. Where? Bitch, where? Where, bitch? Where, bitch? Please give me a zoo. I need a shot of a zoo. Fuck. You can get just so mad, eh? Like, what nonsense is that? I didn't even catch that part. Thank you for bringing that to my attention.
Now, when I tell you that the witchcraftness in her literally was like, I'm a step aside, and at this moment, I'm a turn into a black American woman. The fuck, the what that, the she even changed, like. I think that at this point you guys know me and you know how I feel about prophets, how I feel about your sangomas. I'm just not here for it all, honestly. I don't know what is going on, but like, how are y'all gonna beef each other for doing the same thing? Y'all, in my opinion, out here just scamming people. Like, you're both scammers. Like, how are you gonna be out here, like, you know, honestly, like beefing each other and all that? I'm at a point where you guys, I don't believe in a lot of stuff, not anymore. I honestly do not. Like, and this is not me just, you know, trying to be like, oh, because I'm a Christian. No, it's not even because of that. Because even in Christian, we've got fake prophets, and you guys know where I stand when it comes to that. The same way that I just stand when it comes to sangomas. And I think that when it comes to sangomas, it's even worse because already I didn't believe in them in the first place. And the ones that we're having right now, they are honestly just making things worse. Just making things worse. I'm not even going to lie. Just making things worse. At this point, you guys, like, you will find, I don't know, like, the biggest question I also have is the underground gang. Hey, I'm talking about the ancestors. Do you think that they are okay being shown on social media? I think that at this point, this day and age, we get to see and hear things that we're not supposed to. Like, am I supposed to be seeing you spinning in a river, something that I have seen, and then the person claims it was a snake that was holding them and spinning them in those river? Are we supposed to see you guys going there to dig your muti and putting it in baskets? Are we supposed to see you in your shrines doing whatever it is that you're actually doing? They call it what, indumba or something. Are we even supposed to have access to see what your indumba looks like when we do not even come to consult? Like, just for us to see, oh, okay, there's a snake in your indumba, it sits like this, it does like this. Why is your respectable ancestors all over the internet? If you is not scamming people, like, at this point, I feel like if I was the ancestors of people like Gogo Maweni, I wouldn't won't talk too much about Skhotheni because I don't really know too much about her. I don't even follow her. I've not seen her do much. I've heard the interview that she had with DJ Sbu, and she was basically talking about how they turn people into zombies, how they do this, they do that, they use the boys, abafana, whatever. But when it comes to Gogo Maweni, like, I've seen a lot, you know. I mean, I feel like, in my opinion, she's a bit more popular. You know, she's out here now. Just you guys know Skhotheni has got multiple husbands, or she plans to have, and Gogo Maweni is out here frowning upon that. But she's the same person that was out here talking about how if her husband was to die, or she was to die, they've agreed that they're gonna turn each other into zombies so that they can Now, there's also another thing that I'm gonna go ahead and touch on. I will only read something because I feel like I can make it into one video. Kanyimba came out and she said that we are a very anxious generation, which is true. A lot of people live with anxiety. Some are brave enough to talk about it, some are not. We are in a society that is full of beautiful, happy pictures and depressed lives. And so she did say that, you know what, this is why we've got so many sangomas, because people are anxious, and they take anxiety, and then all of a sudden, like, that anxiety is now like, you know what, I have got a calling, I need to go and twas and stuff. And I guess another sangoma that we all know is there, who is Zineo Ranaka, this morning decided that she was gonna come out and she was actually going to talk about this, because this is something that was even trending on Twitter a few days ago, and a lot of people were actually like agreeing with Kanyimbao. So this is what Zineo Ranaka said: umuntu ongakaze angene ephehlweni will have a lot to say about what they don't know. Likewise, a person who has never walked a day in the shoes will have tons of advice on how you should tie your laces. Okay, live as you are guided, do as you know is good for your soul. Thokozani modern sangomas, healers, and those in the process of their own healing. Thokozani nonke with anxiety, and lean to the calming cradle of spirituality for healing. Thokozani those that mock what they cannot comprehend. Thokozani modern day uncertified psychologists that get a great portion of their partial teachings from TikTok. Yeah, ne? Thokozani nani Twitter psychologists and herbalists. Thokozani nina that are fascinated, intrigued, and eager to understand and respect the journeys of others without judgment or disgust. May we all try have less opinions over the fingerprints of others, as they are all uniquely designed. The tongue has proven to be the downfall of many. Amen. Okay, and then she said, Kamangu, I think, namaste, amen. Okay, now myself personally, I think obviously this is something that was being directed to Kanyimbao, and as I said, she trended on Twitter. A lot of people were agreeing with her. I'm one of the people that is also agreeing with her. As much as I didn't tweet about it or whatever, go ahead and say it on record, I agree with Kanyimbao in this particular situation. And I always feel so bad, because it just always seems like whenever I'm talking about Zineo Ranaka, I'm just not on her side. And I promise you guys, it has nothing to do with me maybe just not liking her. I don't have a problem with Zineo. I disagree with a lot of stuff, and in situations where she trends or she's talking about something, at most times she's talking about something that is newsworthy, that it was trending. It's just never the views that I honestly share. I think that Zineo Ranaka and me are just people that do not share the same viewpoints in a lot of stuff. But I will go ahead and say this, you guys. I think that having people around me that are also like, now, you know, you hear, oh, I twisted, or oh, you know, I've been called. And some of these people are people that I know personally. These are people that I've been close to. And the thing that scares me so much now about people is the fact that you will never go to a church and a church is gonna tell you you need to twasa. You guys need to understand me when it comes to this. You will never go to a church and a church is gonna tell you to twasa, unless if you're going to a church that has sangomas. And I just don't know how those two mix, because as much as we're trying to be, you know, this woke generation, the Bible doesn't change. If the Bible is saying the only way you go to God is through Jesus, that is it. It does not change. It's not gonna change. And now be like, yeah, ancestors can also be squeezed in there because you believe in ancestors. It's not gonna happen that way. So I would assume anyone that was us had to have gone to a sangoma first. So which means Joey is going to sangomas shibubu, and that's the part that scares me, because these are some of the people that I have never ever even thought of them consulting sangomas. They never talk about it. You will just see a person at Toma who twasa, and you're like, damn girl, so you are also the sangoma gang? Like, Joey is going to the sangomas, really? And that's the scary part about it all for me. And I'm like, it's crazy. Like, think about it, guys. Any sangoma you see was visiting a sangoma in the first place for them to be told they need to twasa. And we do live in an anxious generation. Kanibao is right. And the other thing again, we live in a generation that is filled with fake sangomas, fake prophets, fake everything. You understand? Fake. So if I, as Owamie, and I'm going to tell you guys the secret right now so that you guys can know. If I, as Owamie, was to go to a church and I'm driving my Mikra, and I'm looking like this, and, you know, I go there, the usher that is there, or the steward, as they call it now, is going to sit me like, I might sit at the back or I might sit in the middle based on the area that I go to, you know. I might sit at the back or the middle, right? Close to the back. But if I was to go with my SUV and I am fully made up, and I, like, you know, I'm going to an area where they know about YouTube, they know that is Owamie, I'm walking into a church. Mind you guys, this is a place of prayer, this is a place of God. And actually a steward that would see me would literally sit me in the middle, front, or the front. And I know you guys know what I'm talking about. You understand? Number one, I might even be taken and set on the VIP area because, I mean, come on, you know, YouTube famous celebrity. Oh, that drives a nice car, that looks beautiful. Maybe, you know, she's gonna vlog coming to our church, and our church is gonna get more members. It has nothing to do with, oh, God is gonna be glorified, God is going to be praised. No, I'm gonna get more people that will come to this church, and if I get more people to come to this church, then it's more money for me. The same way that Bushiri acted like he has never heard who the hell Dr. Malinga was in his whole life, but it just so happened that Malinga was set in the front. Even now he's still suffering the consequences. Dr. Malinga, you better come out here and tell us the truth. I'm just giving you a message. I saw you complaining about Makadzi. You will continue complaining about people until you come out and you tell us the truth. Who set you on that front? Because now we're going there kwa Bushiri, and we would sleep there. The front will never tasted you who he didn't know who you are. You just went and you sat in front until you confess. I'm warning you. Until you confess, you complain about Makazi, you complain about this, or you complain. They won't give you food. They'll continue not giving you food. But anyway, let's pass there. So you guys should understand, like, that's the church version. Now when it comes to sangomas, if me as Owamie was to drive in with my Mikra, trust me, this sangomas see Jack. This sangoma won't even see, oh, you know, unless if they watch my channel, they won't even know, no, actually this is not the only car she drives. Oh, you know, this is not how she looks, you know, like, okay, this is how she looks natural, she's gorgeous, of course, but this is not how she looks. Like, when she puts on makeup, she's part of the transforming gang, you understand? She transforms, she looks, you know, you understand? When you get there, they can tell you, you know, there's someone in your family that wants you down. They don't want your things to go up. They don't want this. They may vaguely describe a person, you know, this person is this and that and that and that and that, right? But if I was to drive in with my SUV, the sangoma said, I'm in makeup, I look beautiful. Guess what she's going to say? The sangoma is going to say that the underground gang, Abapanzi, they want me to twasa. And let me tell you why. Because me twassing means money for the twassery or the twasserizer. It's money for that person. I have to stay in their place for like 6 months. There's money. It's almost like a school. There's money that you have to be paying in there every month. When you are getting clients and whatever, like, it's like you always have to give praise or respect the person that made you twasa, and you need to give money. So if you are rich and you dare go to a sangoma, number one, it means you already believe in this stuff. They're gonna make you a sangoma yourself. They're gonna make you a sangoma. And the reason, they don't care about what's gonna happen after 6 months or whatever, as long as you can give money. But as long as they got money that 6 months, they're now introducing you to stuff, they're now introducing you to this and this. Guys, if you listen to the horror stories that people that go to Twasa go through, you will not take that decision so lightly, but oh, go and Twasa and you're gonna just go. You are not going to. Some are getting raped, some are not even well fed, some are complaining it was this much every month but I never ate meat. Like, where was my money going? It's crazy. So I think that right now people are just running crazy. People are just running wild. At this point, anybody can twasa. Anybody can twasa. Like even Owamie tomorrow, they can start saying, oh, she's now a sangoma. She's now twasaring. She's now this and this. And she's now on this spiritual journey. You need to be very careful. That's all I'm going to say, honestly. You need to be very careful. I don't believe that, you know, even I'm from Venda. I've heard of sangomas that lived before our times. I've heard, and I think that at this point we also need to differentiate. The ones who are having now, most of them are sangomas. There's a difference between, now we should differentiate between traditional healers and sangomas, because these sangomas these days are all about witchcraft. Hey, I witched this one, I witched that one, I witched this one, I witched that one. There's a video that I made and I was talking about Gogo Maweni, and I was talking about how she's a witch and everything, and that's my personal opinion, because she has openly spoken about witchcrafting people. And she did a TikTok video, and the TikTok video, the way she did it, it was almost as if she was replying me, and I was like, okay, like you cannot be insulted because I'm saying something that you have always been saying. When she's on television, she acts like she's this biggest witch, she's this and that, and it all goes on what you believe. If you come out here and you say, hey, if you've got a baby daddy that has left you, or a baby daddy that is not supporting, come to me, I'll be able to help you, I will do this, I will do that, you are gonna get cleansed. Because let's face it, this is South Africa. Most of our men are trash. They don't support their kids. They're mostly sperm donors. But guys, just be very careful is all I'm going to say. We are having a lot of sangomas now, because the sangomas that we have, most of them are fake, and they just want money, and making them people twasa is more money for them. So if you are rich and you go to a sangoma, you are not coming out without them telling you abapanzi they want you, bakufunza wa up and down. And if you don't twasa, you're gonna die, or if you don't twasa, you're gonna lose everything, or if you don't twasa, you're gonna do this and that. But the first thing that I also have to say is that anybody you see twasing, look at them in different eyes, especially if you're very close to them and they've never told you that I go to sangomas. Because it means you have got other extracurriculum vitae, well, it's not vitae, but curriculum activities that you literally do. And if you're not visiting the sangomas during the day, it means you are the night gang. Do we say which also? Why are you going to sangomas? Like traditional healers, I understand you're going there for healing, but sangomas, these days especially, that are all about witching this person and witching that person. Hey, we take this person's body, we do this to their soul. Hey, we do that, we do that, we do that. Hi guys, even Zodo Abantu is a freaking sangoma. Anxiety is a problem. It is a problem. I hope you all are not signing deals with the devil. I'm being honest with you guys, especially unknowingly. And it's both sides. You know, it's like everywhere. We've got these fake people. You cannot tell me that you're a prophet and you're taking people to a river to baptize them. 15 people die, and we say, prophet, you're a man of God. Why didn't you say that actually people are gonna die there, so let me not take them there? If you are true and you're real. Anyway, go ahead and comment down below what you guys think. Honestly, I do believe with I stand with Kanyimbao. Kanyimbao, you're right. Thank goodness that no matter what you've been going through, you did not let your anxiety push you towards going to become a sangoma. And the other part again that I'm gonna go ahead and emphasize, it's also the reason why we have so many sangomas that are celebrities. Because the moment you go to a sangoma to consult and they see you, Aibo, ki, mangwang. There are so many shame. There are so many. Counting them is just, in my opinion, the moment they see you, they just see money. You understand? Because people still have this idea that famous people are rich, which they're not. Let's not lie. It's not a lot of them that are rich. And so the moment you're there, they're gonna tell you need to trust that this is a spiritual journey that you need to go through. Anyway, go ahead and comment down below. As I said, I love you guys. Stay blessed. Battle of the Witchcraft gang is on, okay? It is on. Now, I mean, at this point, I'm just like, okay, Gogo Skhotheni, Gogo Maweni, y'all need to show us what you're made of. Takata each other. Let's see who goes down. And the winner will get respect. The loser should go 6 feet. And I think it's only fair. Let's only have the strongest sangoma. Not sangoma. The witchcraft gang. Because y'all have admitted to witchcraft and voodoo-ish. So, when up, throw your attack. When up, throw your attack. Let's see who is the weakest link between the two of you. And when you just go ahead and comment down below what you guys think. Yo, Mara, imagine guys, sangomas out here fighting. Yo, Nkaluma the ancestor, Shem. Yo, it's crazy, but go ahead and comment down below what you guys think. From Owamie, aka Miss Fair Focal. I love you guys. Stay blessed, and I will see you guys in my next episode. Bye, Nature.